It is our great honor to welcome Dr. Venkata Narayana Joshi, renowned Ayurveda professional globally recognized for his outstanding contributions to Ayurveda education, postgraduate programs, workshops on food as medicine and gut health across Europe, and for advancing AYUSH initiatives and traditional supplements worldwide. Please welcome.
Thank you. First of all, my heartfelt congratulations and thankfulness to wonderful organizations being in this environment, Dr. Thomas and all his team. Thank you one and all. And this is the time for the integration at the global level into the oneness, because we are all one. Irrespective of ethnical variations, cultural diversities, our ages, gender differentiations, we are all humans into the oneness to bring homeostasis, harmonious health, as a means of wisdom coming through from the time immemorial. And we have to re-bridge it from the past, present into the future. This is the knowledge which is flowing unabated into the many, many time immemorial millennia. So that truth we have to unfold and bring to the evidence into the contemporary wisdom of practice. That is what the global integration of our ancient wisdom is all about. One nation, one health, one earth, one health. All these slogans from India, Prime Minister Modi taking into the United Nations, from the yoga and Ayurveda, and so on into the preventative aspects of much more needed healthcare integration into the current practices. Talk about non-communicable diseases, lifestyle disorders, mental health conditions, chronic ailments, and Alzheimer's, autoimmune disorders, and so many areas where this wisdom can perfectly give and blend and run and integrate into the harmony for bringing optimization of the health, what it is needed, into the futuristic level of integration model of healthcare. So if you see from the conventional point of view, non-conventional point of view, historic point of view, ancient to the modern contemporary, these two lines, which are something like two tracks, parallel lines. And the health track, health train, has required these two to run on for a smooth journey of our lifetime into the integration. And time to time, we have junctions where we unite and exchange without losing our own values. We integrate for the wellness as the direction of the journey of our life is being succeeded for the perfection of this integration. So, for example, there is a lot, and how we integrate, how we understand our oneness of the health and oneness of being. See, we are all with these wonderful hearts. When the hearts flow with the community into the joyousness of the oneness, and the tears roll down from the eyes, the joyful tears and the sorrowful tears as well. So when the heart is heavy, when the tears come out, heart becomes light. And this is what a physical, emotional wellness is being reinstated. So be into the unity of integrating by just laughing, sharing, caring. And that way, the heart becomes lighter because the tears roll down. This is the physical evidence. Everyone will have these tears in joy to the part of the tears to get rid of the miseries, sorrow, heaviness, and you become light. You share. So this is the subjective flow from where the heart into the connectivity of the brain and then to the whole body, the sequence. The sequence is physical body into the physiology from the sensory point of view into the connectivity of the mind and ultimately into the spiritual wellness and well-being. So this is the process of integration. We have to cultivate and develop. When we make a mistake, we just, oh my God, we touch your head because it is wrongly projected from here. I'm right here. I know what it is saying inside me. And every conscious heart has this feeling about the righteousness, judgmental. And this we have to hear to our hearts. We are not. and we're just tricky minds we are following. That's the reason we are doing all commits. And this is the way the integration from the subjective level of the quality enhancement into the practices for building the evidences. The evidences are in dualistic perspectives from the point of view, practice-based evidences to the evidence-based medicine. And how this contemporary evidence is being brought from the dual levels of Ayurveda's perspectives in generality, similarity, equilibrium, oneness. So the equation is always proving to be a growing factor. We are all humans into the part of wellness. So, for example, a simple means of life sustaining from the water. The water is the source for every life. Anybody? And this water has an enormous applications for the wellness. That we have to understand. This is an integration. What does it mean? The water sources from Ayurveda point of view, when you look from the pure zero memory of this wonderful rain water continuously pouring down hours together later, and that is where you start boiling it, and self-reducing the water to the half or quarter level itself is well-assimilating quality enhances by the water. What not when you have these crystals for health, and then the marble stones, and the minerals, and the plants, herbs, spices, when it is being, we have these wonderful teas. So it's a water-based therapies as a model in Ayurveda is a wellness into the increasing by simple means of different type of the honey. We have a different sources of honey, a wonderful floral, organic forest honeys. And just a simple, believe me, the water, honey, water dilutions. And what is the technique over here, implementation? Integration is to bring into the saturation on the early morning when you have a organic cold-pressed honey, mixed, diluted into the water and just drink it, to the point of optimization in yourself of the stomach filling capacity. Individually we have. Constitutional variations are there. The oneness into the treatment protocols of the standards are being, what is my stomach capacity makes me nauseating. That's the point of your filling honey water as a means of detox. If you do, and then when you are starving, hungry to have this alkaline food, and maintain this the whole day, Ayurveda's protocols of this minimum 3 days to the maximum 7 days, not to habituate to the kind of the mesmerizing, immunomodulating supplementation, simple honey water. And you see the results. This is what the metabolic boosters and restoratives, simple from the water to the honey and extension to the many edible substances into the kitchen areas, and we can restore back our health. So we have to have this oneness of this global health to be brought into the wisdom. By, you can see like Bhagavad Gita, and you have Bible, you have Quran, and these sayings. What does it say about the health? What the Lord Krishna said about it? Ayuhu, Sattvaha, Balam, Arogyam, Sukham, Preeti. Now you understand 17th chapter about it, isn't it? That is what the sattvic ahara, wonderful food what we enjoyed in these 3 days is that kind of the invigorating, energizing, rejuvenating. So it's the preventative aspects of this health promotion to the sustentation and then to the longevity and then to the rejuvenation and longevity. These are all attained, whether it is from the lifestyle mediations or the food as medicine source mediations, and then to the, as the previous doctor said about this mental health. This mental health is the biggest problem, a challenge now. And how Ayurveda looked into the mental health, into the extension of giving guidelines on the counselings, 9 aspects of the mental negativities which are being explained. And you see, if you just start about this one lobha, for example, in Sanskrit, what does it mean? Everybody today, we are after the busy lifestyle and schedules, we are not satisfied what we are earning and living. We need more and more because we start comparing others. You have a Ferrari, I would like to have it. You are a successful businessman, I would like to have a millionaire. That's for sure. I mean, like having desires is not bad. But then suffering through the process of trouble, stretching your feet beyond carpets. How many people are living on debit cards and credit cards? Financial carriage, so many people are committing suicides because they cannot maintain, they cannot come down the lifestyle what they are desiring for it. When I don't deserve, I desire more. That's the problem. This is the mental negativity, what it is there, because we are after the physical values. Everybody has to have what is the comfort we need, isn't it? A good shelter, good food, and then a good environment and a happy life and a happy family. From the self-center to my family and to the community, that is where the spreading of this wisdom, what it comes through from my heart and spreading onto my mind, and then extensively into my 1.3 trillion cells. That's what the microbial world of our harmony is being restored back. So it is simplified as a metaphor to say, as the previous doctor said about the sun. If you want to say what is sattva, it's my mind as a quality from Ayurveda. What is sun? Can you explain the sun? It's a self-luminary body which is controlling not just only earth and its whole entire environment, by ozone to the infiltration to the useful radiation to the warmthness, and then when it comes to the plant life of this source of food is being generated out. That is the wisdom, what we are every day seeing. Why can't we be surrendered to this wonderful sun, what it is there within me, and it is what explained in Sanskrit. Hrudayam chapyam pundarikam hrudayas cha chadumukam atonishya vitasyante. There's a lot of descriptions are there. What is this sparkling? It's sparkling in the fully heart. Say the plasmatic, lymphatic, the essence which is being flowing, the biological fluids in my heart, and it's being pleased or content. Otherwise, my what happens? My skin gets dry, or my ears getting tinnitus, my heart getting palpitations, and I'm not strong. So these are the signs which will come out when the heart is not happy. So make it that Hrudya is like empowering your heart with the substances, simple substances. For example, Indian gooseberry. You might be knowing about Amalaki Indian gooseberry. It's not the gooseberry what it is in the Western. And this Indian gooseberry with the 6 segments of this wonderful supplement, when you just put it into the honey and soak it well to consume every day, and it is having the all 6 tastes present in it. That is, except the salt within it, because salt is just a universally acceptable as a, what you call like in the metabolic boosting, it is like a spectator. It's not involved into the biological process of these exchanges. And this fruit into the Hrudya is the biggest rejuvenation. What does it mean? Like chronological age, biological age, in contrast to my growth and development of all my systems. What Ayurveda says about Vaya Sthapanam, Amalaki Vaya Sthapaniyyanam Sreshtam. That's it, that quotation. Then we have to apply this into the integration and testimony, and then successfully evidence is being built through the practice-based evidences only into the individualized chronic ailments, suffering, irreversible conditions, autoimmune disorders. But then to the evidence-based medicine is into the generality of the people, commonality, considering into their digestive phases, to the mental health or whatever it is being restored back. So it is through the counseling, it is through the lifestyle, it is through the diet as medicine, food as medicine. There's a lot to support. So Indian gooseberry, which brings the pleasing quality to the heart and circulation, that way your mind is much happy. So like the sun, when it is reflected and controlled by the ozone, and say, for example, this light and wisdom, warmthness is being spread out onto a nearby swimming pool, and this glittering, shining sun in the waters is being reflected onto the wall. And what is the reality? Can you see the water reflecting water on the wall is reality? Or the sun reflecting, glazing onto the water is reality? Or looking back into the source of the sun is reality? So the sun in the heart and the brain reflecting, this is empty screen. And just it reflects everything when the sun is reflecting onto my mind. 86,000 possibilities is explained for this mind to illuminate from your heart. So pure in the heart, honesty, by a heart, when I said I put my hand on my heart, I promise. So you promise yourselves to get into the experience of this mental wellness. And that is the flow Ayurveda gives from all aspects of this health into the integration. So there is a lot to talk about, but it is not into the mind for sattva, how to enhance. And then because it is the chip, it's microchip and supracosmic elemental contributions in our sensory brain. And that reflects as a multi-millions of mirrors when you put the sun reflecting into all. So every cell is a reflection from this source. When you are fully potentially from heart to the brain into the every cell, then harmony restores, self-healing starts. And that is where the integration is. So we have so much to offer from the point of view. There is no time, but you can just read about these slides every time is available. But in fourfold verification of the knowledge, the process is there, and the integration models are there. Everything, thanks for the WHO and India in collaborations to bring this wonderful science of the ancient wisdom to integrate into the futuristic model of oneness, into the one globe and one health, one identity, one human beings, no borders. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your inspiring presentation.